Everyone, in this video we'll see what is meant by an integrator. So integrator is usually an operational amplifier which is used to perform the integration operation. So, as simple as that. So you can see the circuit of an integrator where the non-inverting terminal is connected to the ground and inverting terminal is connected through a feedback capacitance instead of a resistor. In earlier cases, you used to see some resistors instead of for a feedback. In this case, you are using a feedback capacitor called as CF, and the input resistance is as usual, which is R1, and the input voltage is provided to this point, which is in turn connected to the non-inverting terminal. The current through the resistance R1 is I1, and the current through the capacitance is IF, and the current through the non-inverting terminal is IB, and you have the nodes V2 for the non-inverting and V1 for the inverting terminals respectively. So an integrator is a circuit in which the output voltage is proportional to the integral of the input voltage. This figure shows an integrator circuit using an op-amp. The integrator may be constructed from basic inverting amplifier if feedback resistor RF is replaced by capacitor. So the only change here you can see is the feedback capacitance instead of a feedback resistor. Now you can see that applying KCL at node V1, if you apply KCL at this point, you have I1 equals IB plus IF. So you have I1 is equal to IB plus IF. So at this point, this node, the current will split up. So this equation, next I1 is approximately equal to IF because IB is approximately equal to 0. Okay. So this becomes approximately equal to I1 equal to IF. So we know that the current through a capacitor is given by IC equal to C into dVc divided by dt. So this is the current through the capacitance, where Vc is the voltage across the capacitor. So dV by dt, but Vc is the voltage across. Since Vc is the voltage across capacitor, you write it as dVc by dt. So IC is equal to C into dVc by dt. So from the above two equations, you can equate that V in minus V1 by R1 is equal to CF into dV1 minus V0 by dt. Comparing these two equations. But VID is approximately equal to V2 minus V1. It is equal to 0. Therefore, V1 is approximately equal to V2. If you just shift this V1 this side, you get V1 approximately equal to V2 equal to 0. Then from this particular equation, you have V in by R1 is equal to CF into d by dt of minus V0 because V1 turns 0. Then integrating this equation with respect to time, integral 0 to t V in by R1 into dt equals integral 0 to t CF into d by dt minus V0 of dt. Then if you solve for this, so here you're cross multiplying, so this becomes integral 0 to t dv0 by dt is equal to this part minus 1 by r1 cf. The cf comes down, integral 0 to t v in dt. So if you solve for this, you get v0 is equal to minus 1 by r1 cf, the integration 0 to t v in dt plus c. So that is the equation where C is the integration constant and it is proportional to the value of output voltage V0 at time t equal to 0. And from equation 3.44, that equation, it is observed that the output voltage V0 is directly proportional to the negative integral of the input voltage and inversely proportional to the time constant R1 C1. This equation, negative proportional. Okay. Now we will also continue with the differentiator circuit. So differentiator means it is an operational amplifier which is used to perform differentiation. Very simple. So here what you can see the feedback resistance as it is, no change, but instead of input resistance you have an input capacitance. That change you can see. Or if you compare this with an integrator, so the capacitance which was here will come here and the resistance which was here will come here. Okay, so differentiator is a circuit in which the output voltage is proportional to the time derivative of the input voltage. So this figure shows a differentiator circuit using op-amp. The differentiator may be constructed from basic inverting amplifier if an input resistor R1 is replaced by capacitor C1. So here The current through C1 is IC, and current through RF is IF, and the current through the inverting terminal is IB, and since non-inverting terminal is connected to the ground, V2 remains 0. When you apply KCL at node V1, IC is equal to IB plus IF by applying KCL. So since IB is approximately is equal to 0, IC is approximately equal to IF. So this becomes C1 into dV in minus V1 by dt is equal to V1 minus V0 by RF. C1 dV in by dt is equal to minus V0 by RF if you solve for this. So finally you arrive at V0 is equal to minus RF C1 into dV in by dt. So thus the output voltage V0 is equal to RF C1 times the negative instantaneous rate of change of the input voltage V in with respect to time.